Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on bettor. Another very beautiful day and another Saturday morning. We are back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football matches that is happening across the globe and also getting historical, results for each of these teams. Using those results, we use it to also forecast, the possible outcome for today's match. All right, that's exactly what we're going to do in a short while. But one as of us are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe, take our time to hit the subscription button right now so that you don't miss out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll be starting with the very first match. It is in the Portuguese league where we have FC Porto who will be facing Nacional. Okay, for FC Porto in the last six, they've been able to achieve 4 victories, and they've also lost 2 games out of the last 6 games that they had, and away side on the other hand, Nacional have won just one and also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses in the last 6 matches that they had so far. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you see playing from home, FC Porto have actually managed to achieve 4 victories and 4 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 losses as well. And away side on the other hand, Nacional have had just 2 wins and 2 draws from away, but have lost 6 games out of those 10 away games that they had. And the last time both teams met, it was Nacional who actually won, although they played from home on that occasion, winning by 2 goals to 0 against the Porto. That was earlier this year in January. And prior to that, we saw Porto beating this very side by 4 goals to 1 in club friendly. And in this very one, we definitely expect the home side FC Porto, who actually dominated the last 6 meetings, winning 5 times out of 6 against this very side. So we expect to see the home side winning here. Home win out shortly. That's what we're for that very game. And the next also in Portuguese League of Sporting CP, actually Sporting Lisbon, who will be coming up against Vitoria Guimarães. All right, when you look at games for these two sides, you can see that Sporting CP is actually topping at the moment, and they are actually doing very well. They're actually at the same points with Benfica, and they're actually topping with 3 goal difference. They've been looking to do very well against Vitoria, who also have nothing to lose or gain with this very match because a win or whatever result that they have no will make no difference to the outcome of the season for their away side. So it is the home side that is quite will be quite pushed to do something in this very encounter, seeing that it's quite a decisive encounter for them because they're actually at the same point with Benfica at the moment. So, and this is the last game for the season for both sides. So in this one, in the last 6 games for Sporting, they have won 5 matches and also a draw. And away side in Vitoria have had 4 wins rather, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 games. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away, basically Sporting have actually done very well from home, winning 6 games and 3 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also had a loss. And away side, Vitoria have had 3 victories as well as 5 draws, and they've also lost 2 games. Also noting the fact that the last time they met, saw them playing out a 4-4 draw on that occasion, and in this very one, okay, the last time Sporting played from home against this very side, Sporting won by 3 goals to 0. That was in April of last year, and in this very one, we're expecting the home side, Sporting Lisbon, to win here, noting that this very tie will be very, very important for them. So it is the home side to win out roughly. That's our body for that very game. And the next game that we have for you today is in the Austria League. Austria Bundesliga, rather, where we have Grazer AK, who will be facing Last Link. Okay, all right. When you look at how the two teams fared in recent games, you can see that for the home side, Grazer AK, it is 1 victory and 4 draws out of the last 6 matches. They've also lost 1 game out of the last 6 games that they had in recent times. And the away side, Last Link, have won 5 games and a draw in the last 6 encounters. All right. When you look at how the two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see, for the home side, playing from home, Grazer AK, who have actually been able to achieve 3 victories and 3 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 4 matches out of those. And away side, Last Lane, have won 5 games from away. The last 10 away games saw them winning 5, and they've also had 4 losses as well as a draw. The last 4 away games that they had saw them winning all 4 away games. We saw them against the WSG Tirol, winning on that occasion by 3 goals to 1 from away. And here we are going to expect, the away side to do very well here. And the last meeting between the two sides saw Last Link beating this very side by 1 goal to 0. That was in April of this very year, that just last month. And the last time they played away was a 0-0 draw. And in this one, we are expecting the away side, Lax Link, to not lose outrightly here. So we expect to see the away side either winning or draw. So away side to win or draw. That's all value for that very encounter. All right, that takes us to the next step for today. It is in Egypt Premier League, where we have a Petrojet who will be up against Pyramid FC. Okay, and when we look at the stats for each of these two sides, you can see that for Petrojet, it is 1 victory and a draw, as well as 4 losses in the last 6 matches. And away side Pyramid FC have had 3 victories and a draw, and also losing 2 games in the last 6 matches that they had. All right, we know that Pyramid FC is a side that does so very well in Egyptian league at the moment. And when you look at how the two sides fared from home and away base, you can see that Petrojet playing from home have done well, winning 4 matches and 3 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 3 games in the last, matter of fact, the last 2 home matches that they had. So they're losing to Cleopatra as well as Al Ali. They lost 2 games in recent times. And away side, on the other hand, Pyramid have won 4 matches from away. They've also had 2 draws as well as 4 losses. So the last 10 away games that they have, so they're winning 4 and drawing 2 as well, losing 4. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared on head-to-head basis, you can see that on head-to-head basis, last time they met, it was a 1-1 victory, 1-1 score line, rather. It's a draw on that occasion. That was in November of last year. But here, judging by the form of the away side, Pyramid FC, who we saw defeated Zamalek in the last away game that they had, we expect to see the away side, Pyramid FC, winning here. Are we to win out shortly? That's our value for that very encounter. All right, the next which I put to be the last for today is in Hungary first division, where we have DSGO who will be up against the NTK. All right, for DSGO, the home side, it is 1 victory and 2 draws, also 3 losses out of the last 6 matches. All right, and the away side, on the other hand, NTK have won just 1 game, 2 draws, as well as 3 losses in the last 6 matches. All right, when you look at how the two teams are fared from home and away basis, you can see the home side, DSGO, have actually been able to manage 4 victories and 3 draws, also losing 3 matches in the last 10 home games that they had. And the away side, on the other hand, NTK have won 2 matches. They've also had 5 draws, but have lost 3 matches out of those. But when you look at the score line here, you can see that for DSGO, the home side, they've been scoring, they've been having their home matches have been producing lots of goals. Seeing that 7 times out of 10 they've actually produced over 2.5, and as well as the away side, also in 6 times out of 10 I've seen over 2.5 in the last 10 away games. And on head-to-head basis, you can see the last time they met, it was MTK who actually won against this very side on that occasion by 4-0. And in this very one, we are actually going for goals here. We're supposed to see a minimum of 2 goals in this very one and over 1.5. That's what value for that very encounter. And that will bring our predictions for you today on bettor to conclusion. We wish you the very best and hope your ticket goes green. Remember to also to play responsibly, as these are football games that sometimes it may not be exactly what it presents. Also remember to like and share, so that we also get to have more audience here. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.